Okay, so to get this going, we're going to take this into the hips quite a bit. So let's go ahead and start this on the floor. And we're going to start this out. And so actually first bring yourself all the way down to your back. And we're going to start this out in Supta Baddha Konasana. So that's going to be soles of feet together, knees out wide. And how you set this up exactly is up to you. So if your hips are tighter and your knees are more than a couple inches up off the floor, slide your feet away from you. Make a longer diamond shape with your legs. And just bring yourself into a position where your knees can sink down and you can just start to feel that stretch happening around the hips. Try to relax around there as best you can. And then just take your low back and let your low back take its natural arch. Let your shoulders sink down and rest your palms on your inner thighs, not really to push down, but just to let your knees settle toward the floor. And then once you got everything in a position here, just go ahead and close your eyes. So just give yourself a moment to settle in, let your mind quiet down. And then just start to deepen your breathing here. So with the inhales, pull in as much as you can. Fill up your lungs. Hold on to all that breath at the top. And then when you exhale, constrict the back of your throat. So slow your breath down on the way back out. And just work to make your exhales last at least as long as your inhales as you breathe here. And then when you're ready, take a deep inhale. And when you exhale, just open your eyes. And just take things slow. With your next inhale, reach your arms out long past your head. And then with the exhale, just reach your arms forward, hands between your thighs. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms forward again. Inhale, reach this out long. Exhale, arms forward. Inhale, reach this out long. And then with the exhale this time, bring the arms forward but curl up as well. Just lift your head, lift your shoulders, lift to your mid-back. Now belly pulled in, low back down. Go ahead, pull your feet in a little bit closer. Try to keep your low back flat. And go back and forth from here, curling. So with your next inhale, roll this out long. And then with the exhale, curl forward, stretch to your fingertips. Inhale, roll this out. Exhale, curl forward again. Inhale, roll out long. And then with the exhale, curl forward and stay lifted this time. Now keep looking forward, keep your shoulders lifted, bring the hands in front of your chest. And then just reach this to opposite sides. So go ahead, reach your right arm toward your left knee. And then come back to center, head and shoulders is still high. Reach your left arm toward the right knee. And then back to center, right arm reaches left. Come back to center, left arm reaches right. And back to center, right arm left again. Bring it to center, left arm right. Back to center, reach your right arm left. Back to center, reach your left arm right. And then back to center, reach your right arm left one more time. Back to center, reach your left arm right one more time. And then just come back to center. Go ahead, reach your arms forward. Try to lift your shoulders even higher. Belly still in, low back still pressed down. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, take hold of your knees, pull them into your chest and relax your head. And to squeeze everything down for a moment. Go ahead, flatten out your spine. You can pull the knees out wide and rock side to side if you like. And then if you're moving side to side, bring this back into center. And release your grip. Extend all four limbs up toward the ceiling. Now just keep everything loose here. Roll out your wrists, roll out your ankles, move your fingers and toes. And just let things crack as they need to crack. And then go ahead, straighten this out. Reach up through the fingertips and toe tips, belly pulled in, low back down. And keep your low back on the floor. Start to scissor the arms and legs side to side. Now reverse the cross as you take it back and forth, and keep the arms and legs reaching up even as you're moving. And just take it at your own pace. You can go fast, you can go slow, you can take this out wide or narrow. Just try to keep the motion smooth. And then just give this a couple more rounds here. And bring all 4 limbs back up to vertical. And then once you come back to center, now keep your legs lifted here for the moment. Bring the elbows down to your sides. So the arms are bent. Make your hands into fists. Keep the forearms vertical. Press your elbows down into the floor. And then set your left foot down, but keep your right leg reaching toward the ceiling. Now, squeeze the fists tight. Press your elbows into the floor. And as you push with your left foot, lift your hips up off the mat and keep them lifted. And then as best you can, bring the right leg over to the left. So you're going to let your body twist a little bit. And then come back into center. And then right leg over to the left. Keep your hips lifted. And bring this back to center. One more time. Bring your right leg over to the left. And then come back to center with the right leg high. Keep your hips lifted. And then take it the other way. Now keep your chest squared toward the floor. Keep both shoulders down. But bring your right leg down over to the right side wherever you can take it to. And then bring the right leg back to vertical. Right leg out to the side again. And then extend that leg up toward the ceiling. One more time, right leg out to the side. And then bring the leg back up. And then go ahead, set the right foot down and bring your hips to the floor. Now keep the arms at your sides like this. Keep the fist clenched and take it on the other side. So push into your right foot. Extend your left leg high and reach for the big toe. Now press into the floor. Lift your hips up off the mat and keep them lifted. And then just bring that left foot over to the right as far as you can go, but keep both shoulders down. And then bring the left leg back up. Left leg over to the right side again, just a little bit of a twist. And then come back to center. One more time, left leg over to the right. Bring it back to center here. And then keep your hips lifted, go the other way. Left leg over to your left side. Take it as low as you can. And then bring that leg back up. Left leg down to the left again. And bring it back up. One more time, left leg out to the side. And then bring it back up one more time. And then go ahead and set your left foot down. Now with your left foot on the floor, extend the right leg up high again. And this time flex the foot so the sole of the foot faces the ceiling. Now you can bend the right knee, but keep the ankle stacked over your hip. And then lift your head, lift your shoulders, reach up with both arms. And we're going to take this back and forth, reaching one arm at a time. Now I want you to work this as a twist. So you're reaching from the shoulders more than just the hands. On my count, starting with the right arm. So reach this up. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on 1, keep reaching with that left shoulder high. Keep breathing. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, release and bring everything down. Take it on the other side. Right foot to the floor. Extend your left leg up. Now flex the left foot, sole of the foot faces the ceiling. Lift your head, lift your shoulders. Reach high with both arms again. And again, work the twist so you're reaching from the shoulders. Start with the left hand this time. 10, 10, 9, 9, 8, 8, 7, 7, 6, 6, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1. And on 1, keep reaching with that right shoulder high. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring everything down. And then once you're down, arms to your sides, just go and fold your knees right and left for a moment just to loosen up. And then go ahead, bring your knees into center. I want to take this into bridge. Now, feet and knees about hips width distance apart. Bring your heels in close. You can start with your low back basically flat. Arms at your sides, palms down. Just keep your gaze high. And let's take it up and down here. So with an inhale, pressing your feet, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, press your hips up high. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, lift this up again. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift your hips. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, press high one more time and hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, keep your hips lifting. And if you can take it further, dig into your heels. See about lifting your toes up off the floor. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just come back down. Now we're going to take another couple of rounds of this time with a figure-4. So bring your left foot in towards center and cross your right leg over the left. Now right ankle past your left thigh. Curl the toes of the right foot and keep them curled so that right foot stays active. And try to keep that right knee out to the side. Now arms are still at your sides, palms down, keep your gaze up high. And let's take this up and down. So with an inhale, press in the left foot, lift your hips, squeeze your glutes. With the exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, lift this up again. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips high. Exhale, come down. And then inhale, lift one more time and hold. Now keep your glutes squeezed and keep your hips lifted like this, and try to press the right knee down to the side. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, roll back down. Now once you're down, switch it out. Right foot to the floor. Cross the left leg over your right thigh. So left ankle past the thigh. Curl the toes, left foot, keep them curled. Try to keep that left knee to the side. And again, palms down, arms at your sides. Let's take this up and down. So with an inhale, lift this up, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, lower. Inhale, press your hips up again. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift your hips. With the exhale, lower. Inhale, press up high one more time and hold here. Keep your glutes squeezing, stay lifted. And try to press that left elbow to the floor even as your glutes are squeezing. Or left knee toward the floor, is what I'm trying to say. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come all the way down. Now once you're down, bring both knees to your chest, hands to knees, squeeze everything in. And then lift your head, lift your shoulders, bring your nose close to your knees. Now when you're ready from here, go ahead, reach forward between the knees, take hold of your big toes, soles of feet together, knees out wide. And then just start to roll. Bring the weight toward the shoulders, and then your tailbone. And just keep taking this back and forth. Now, go back and forth about 3 to 5 times. And once you're ready, see about rolling this up to a seat, balancing with your feet still lifted. And if the feet come down, you can always pick them back up and lean back. But draw the heels in close. Keep the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. Sit this up tall. Press your low back forward. Keep the shoulders down. Keep your neck long. And then from here, just release your grip, but keep the knees out wide like this and reach your hands forward. Now, we're going to take this back and forth pulsing. So you're going to reach the fingertips forward. Try to draw the knees in toward your armpits. And you're working this from the hinge of the hips. So on my count, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay here. Now you can keep reaching the arms forward or maybe reach the arms up higher, but we're going to take one more round, still pulling the knees in close. So again, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay lifted. Take hold of your toes again. And then draw the heels and keep the knees wide again. Sit this up tall. Shoulders down, low back forward. And then see about lifting the right foot a little bit. And bring it back into center. Stay upright. Lift your left foot a bit. And then come back into center. Go ahead, lift the right foot again. Maybe extend the leg further. And then bring this back to center. Lift your left foot again. Take this to where you can. And then come back to center. And then go ahead, lift both feet. Maybe a little bit. Maybe a lot. Now take this to where you can. Press your low back forward. Try to stay upright. Keep breathing. And then to make this a little bit more difficult, I want you to try to hold this shape. And very slowly release your hands, but see about keeping everything basically in place. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, cross the ankles, roll forward your hands and find all fours. And once you come into all fours, take a moment here, move around, stretch your hands, stretch your fingers, let the shoulders and hips move side to side. And give yourself a moment to move around, feel things out. Notice where you're loose and where you're tight. All right, and then bring this into center in all fours. Let's take this into the wrists. So wrists meet the shoulders and knees meet the hips just to set this up. And then just look down. Now bring your knees together and bring your feet together as well. And then slide your hands just a little bit closer to your knees, maybe about 1 hand's length, but keep the hands shoulder width. Now keep the palms down. Rotate your fingertips out to the side and then in the direction of your feet. And do that on both sides. Set your palms flat. Spread the fingers out wide. Dig your fingertips down into the floor. And then from here, start to take it back and forth. Shoulders forward. Pull the elbows in toward you. And then come back up. And you don't have to go too deep. And just take it back and forth. Bring your weight forward. Bend the elbows. Pull them in underneath. And come back up. Keep gripping with your fingers. Now, as you're moving here, feel how the stretch changes as you bend your elbows, still with the fingertips pressing down into the floor. And then the next time you bring this forward, hold that bend in the elbows and keep the elbows pulling in. And keep gripping. Now, if you can take it further from here, as you hold that grip, bring the right knee down past your left leg, cross your legs tight. And then come back to center with the knees side by side. Bring your left knee past the right leg. And then come back to center. Right knee past your left leg again. And come back to center. Bring the left knee past the right leg again. And then bring it back to center. Right knee past your left leg again. And then come back to center one more time with your left knee past the right leg. And then come back into center. Come up onto the fingertips. And then bring the hands in so they're right in front of your knees, but still shoulder width and your knees are still together. Now flip your hands over, backs of the hands down, palms facing up, the fingertips point in the direction of your feet again. Now spread your fingers out wide, press your fingertips down, and keep the hands tense. Now if you just want to stay here and keep the arms straight, maybe sway your shoulders side to side, and that's good enough. And if you want to take it further, shoulders forward, bend the elbows back. You definitely don't have to lower this too far. And then come back up to straight. And just go back and forth, bringing your weight forward, and then coming back. Now keep the fingertips pressing down. Keep your hands tensed as you're moving. And then the next time you come forward, hold that bend in the elbows and keep them pulled in. Keep the fingertips pressing down. Now if it's enough to stay here, just keep the stretch. But if you can go further, put the weight to the left knee. Just step the right foot straight back. And then go ahead and bring that right knee back into center. And then just one time with the other leg, step your left foot straight back and just hold. And then bring this back into center. And then come up onto the fingertips down to sitting on your heels and take a moment, shake your hands out, and loosen up your fingers, loosen up your wrists. And then when you're ready, come back to all fours. Now wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips just to set this up. And then we'll start to warm things up quite a bit here. So wrists underneath the shoulders, press into your palms, dig your toes down into the floor, and hover your knees. And see in the basic all fours. And we're going to take this a little bit of a twist. Now we'll take the first round slow and then just speed this up. So I want you to step your left foot forward outside your left hand. And then take it further. Lift your left hand. Pull your right leg through. And you lift your hips if you need to. Now pull back in. Step the right foot back. Left hand comes down. Left foot steps back. And you're back in all fours. And it's easier to do than it is to describe. Now step the right foot forward outside your right hand. Now lift your right hand. Pull your left leg through. And then pull back in, step your left foot back, bring both hands down, both feet down. And we'll take it side to side a little bit faster. Left foot outside your left hand. Pull the right leg through. And then pull back, step it back, come back to all fours. Right foot outside your right hand. Pull your left leg through. And then pull it back and come back to all fours again. Left foot outside your left hand, pull the right leg through. And then bring it back in, come back to all fours. Right foot outside the right hand, pull your left leg through. And then draw it back and come back to all fours again. Left foot outside your left hand, pull the right leg through. Pull back in, back to all fours. Right foot outside the right hand, pull your left leg through. And then draw it back and come back to all fours again. One more round. Left foot outside the left hand, pull the right leg through. Pull back, bring it into all fours. And then right foot outside the right hand, pull your left leg through. And then pull back, back to all fours, and go ahead and set your knees down. Give yourself a moment here to breathe. And then one more thing before we move on from this part. So I want you to just set this up as before. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees under your hips, tuck the toes, hover your knees. But this time, just step your right foot forward and over to the left. Now once you make that cross step, go ahead and bring your left knee down. And then with your left hand, take hold of the right ankle. And we're going to take a figure-4 with the legs again. So pull that right ankle up as high as you can onto your left thigh. Now keep the toes of the right foot curled. Keep that right knee out to the side. And then if you wanted to stay here with a stretch, this is fine. Keep your hips sinking back. Now if you can take it further, release your left hand, but keep your legs crossed. Both hands down, walk them in close. And to take it deeper, you can tuck the toes of the left foot, lift your left knee, and round your spine, and try to fold yourself as deeply as you can over your crossed legs. Now, this might be good enough right here. If you can take this further still, walk your hands in even closer. Stay folded over your crossed legs. And just see if you can bring the hands in close enough to bring the right foot outside your left arm. And we're not going to take it any further here, but your legs are crossed. Try to hook the right foot on that left arm for a moment. And then go ahead and release this. Bring both feet down, both knees down, and come back to all fours. And we're working quite a bit with that figure-4 shape today, so we're just prepping this here. So wrists underneath the shoulders and knees underneath the hips again. Tuck the toes of both feet. Hover your knees up off the mat. Now take the cross step on this side. Left foot forward, up and to the right. And then go ahead and bring that right knee down. Now with your right hand, take hold of the left ankle. And then pull it up high onto the right thigh. Keep that left knee to the side and keep the toes of your left foot curled. And you can always stay here. Now, if you're ready to take it further, bring both hands down, but keep your legs crossed. Walk the hands in close. And then tuck the toes of the right foot. Go ahead, lift that right knee, round your spine, and fold down as tight as you can over your crossed legs. Now, if this is enough here, just stay with this. But if you can take it further, walk your hands in closer. And see about just keeping your legs crossed. Try to hook the left foot over your right arm for a moment while you hold that fold. And then go ahead and release it. Walk the hands forward, bring both knees down, come back to all fours and just breathe. And then just move around for a moment. Now you can always just stay here and breathe and take another stretch before you move on, but whenever you're ready, tuck your toes, straighten your legs, lift your hips, and find your downward facing dog. Once you're moving it down dog, take a look at how you set this up. Hands about shoulder width distance apart. Pressing your palms flat in your hands, and then sink your chest low to the floor. Now as your chest sinks down, press your hips up as high as you can toward the ceiling, and keep that upward reach for the hips. Now engage it further, pulling through the belly around the low ribs, and as you're squeezing through your midsection, try to stretch your spine longer to press your hips up even higher, or imagine you're able to do that. And if you need to bend the knees, that's fine if your legs are tight. And you can always just pedal this out and let your hips move side to side. Stay loose here. When you're ready, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bend the knees, look forward, step this to the front of the mat. Let's take a ragdoll fold. So feet about hips width distance apart, deep bend in the knees. Let your belly touch your thighs, let your head hang, let your spine round. And just let everything go long and loose and let the muscles in your neck relax. Now you can hang your hands to the floor. You can reach to opposite elbows. Maybe shake this from side to side to loosen further. And then once you're ready here, just release any grip that you have. Keep your knees bent to begin. And just restack your spine. So slowly round this up to standing. Bring your head up last. And then just open up your palms at your sides. Now when you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Take a moment to breathe. Set an intention. Let your mind clear. Find your focus. Take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release your hands. Now with your next inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, slowly fold this forward. Hinge at the hips. Start with the straight spine, put a little bend in the knees. Keep your core engaged. Move smoothly, and then just release this at the bottom. Now with an inhale, lift up halfway. Fingertips to the floor to your shins. Lengthen forward through the crown of your head. And then with the exhale, just bring your hands to the mat. Step this back to high plank. Now find your shape. Wristing the shoulders, palms pressed to the floor. Press the floor away from you. Press your spine up toward the ceiling. And keep your spine lifted like this. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, set your knees down. Now shoulders forward, elbows in. Bring your chin and chest down low. With an inhale, pull your chest forward. Straighten your arms. Upward facing dog. Kick into your feet. Squeeze your glutes. And then pull your belly in and bring your hips up out of down dog. And we're going to go back and forth like that through that version of a sun salutation. So from here, take a deep inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward and step to the front. Now inhale, lift up halfway. Extend the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold this down. Inhale, bring it up to standing. Reach this up high. And then with the exhale, fold and bring it all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift here. And with the exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back to high plank. From plank, take an inhale. And with the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward. Straighten your arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly. Hips up, out of down dog. Again from here, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to standing, reach this up high. And then with the exhale, bring it back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, high plank to low is next. Now with an inhale, actually bring the knees down. Sorry about that. Actually bring this back into high plank. All right, so from your high plank, take an inhale. And with the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. And then with the exhale, draw your belly in. Hips up, out of down dog. All right, we'll see if I can get to the next one without messing it up. All right, take an inhale. With the exhale, bend your knees. Look forward and step to the front. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale to standing, reach this up high. And with the exhale, fold this all the way back down again. Inhale, halfway lift. And with the exhale, hands to the floor, step it back to high plank. From your plank, take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward dog. Exhale, draw your belly. Hips up, pat it down, dog. And just give yourself a moment here. Move around, paddle out. Now, from your downward facing dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. And with your right leg lifted, move into a scorpion dog. So bend the right knee and hang the right foot left. Now let your hips open up. Keep your shoulders square. Just breathe here for a moment. And then take an inhale. With the exhale, bring it forward. Knee to chest, shoulders or wrists. Now inhale the right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale forward, knee to right elbow one more time. Hold here. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the right foot down between your hands, low lunge. Now I'm just going to turn for the camera here, but hold your low lunge. We're going to take this into a horizon lunge. Now for this, the left hand is going to be your base. Roll to the outside edge of the left foot. And then open your chest to the right side, but slide the right foot back so you can set it down flat. Now keep your left arm strong, sink your hips down low, reach that right arm toward the back of the mat. And we're going to lift this straight up and down. So with the inhale, reach up and over, lift your hips. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, reach and raise again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, reach and raise one more time and hold here. Now keep pressing to that right foot. Keep stretching the right arm long, gaze up high. And keep breathing with this. Now take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring the right hand forward, right foot forward, come back to your low lunge. Now from your low lunge, bring your left knee down. We'll take this as a kneeling lunge. So flatten the left foot behind you. Hips stack over your left knee. With your hands at your hips, take an inhale, lift up, and everything stacks to vertical from the left knee up. Now press down to the right foot, kick down into the left, and keep your torso upright. We'll take this back and forth through a vertical twist. So with an inhale, just reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, right arm back, left arm forward, open up to the side. Inhale, back to center, reach us up high. Exhale, twist again, right arm back, left arm forward. Inhale, back to center, arms up high. Exhale one more time, right arm back, left arm forward, and hold here. Now keep the arms wide, look back over the right shoulder, but take a half bind, right arm behind your back, palm facing away. Now pull the shoulder back, keep the left arm reaching toward the front. And as you look over that right shoulder, push into the right foot, kick into the left, start to lean back and bring that right elbow closer to your left heel. Now as you do this, keep your hips pressing forward. You should feel that stretch, that lengthening through the front of the hip on the left side. Just breathe with this. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, reach the arms up. And then with the exhale, bring your hands to your hips and lean forward. So push the weight to the right foot, tuck the toes to the left. And then just bring this to a high lunge stance. So go ahead, lift your left knee. Now take a moment to adjust here. Deep bend of the right knee, left leg straight or towards straight. Left hip forward, right hip back. Keep your spine tall. The hips are still squared. When you're ready, reach the arms up high. We're going to go back and forth from this to a reverse warrior. Most of the movement's going to be in your left leg. So keep your hips down low. Keep the right knee bent. But then drop the left heel. Left hand to left thigh. Right arm reaches up and back. Look up toward the ceiling. And then reach both arms up. Lift your left heel and square your hips forward. Again like that. Left heel down. Left hand to left thigh. Right arm reaches up and back. Look up. And then both arms high. Lift your left heel. Square the hips forward. One more time. Left heel down. Left hand to left thigh. Right arm up and back. Gaze up high. And just hold here. Stretch your right arm long. Put a deeper bend in the right knee. And just breathe with this for a moment. Now with your next inhale, reach both arms high. Lift your left heel, square the hips forward one more time. And then bring your hands to your low back. Now interlace your fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back and open up your chest. And this is where we're going to take it into balancing. So lean forward to the right foot, keep the shoulders back, keep looking forward, and put the weight to the right foot. Now as many steps as you need. Come forward onto the right leg with the left foot lifted. Now bring your lifted body in line, crown the head through that left big toe. You can always stay more upright, and this is fine. Keep your hips squared. You can put a little bend on the right knee. If you can take it deeper, hinge from the right hip, and maybe sink down toward parallel with the floor. Keep breathing here. Now we're still balancing. Slowly bend the right knee, the left as well, and bring yourself upright with your left knee high. And let's take a figure-4 here. Cross the left ankle over your right thigh. Now curl the toes of the left foot, keep them curled, keep that knee to the side. And then put a deeper bend in the right knee, sink down. And if you want to just stay here, this is fine. Now if you want to take it further, you can hinge from the hips. Lead with your chest, keep looking forward. Maybe fold deeper and maybe press your knuckles toward the ceiling, and that'll stretch your shoulders. Keep breathing here and hold your balance. All right, slowly, still balancing. With an inhale, bring yourself all the way upright with your left knee lifted. And then go ahead, set that foot down. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hand, step it back to high plank. Now once you're in plank, take a deep inhale. And with the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Bring your chin and chest down low. Now with the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten your arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, draw your belly in, hips up high to down dog. And give yourself a moment here, move around, pedal things out. All right, let's take that to the other side. So with your next inhale, raise your left leg high. And with your left leg lifted, open up to your scorpion dog. Bend your left knee, hang the left foot right. Just feel the hip open up, feel the twist. With your next inhale, straighten the left leg, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Now inhale your left leg high. Exhale forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale forward, knee to left elbow. Hold here, stay lifted around your spine. And then go set the left foot down between your hands and come into low lunge. Now from here, we'll take the horizon lunge. The right hand's your base. So roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Slide your left foot back so you can set it down flat. Now sink your hips down low. Reach that left arm toward the back of the mat and keep your right arm strong. And we'll take this straight up and down. So with an inhale, reach up and over. Raise your hips. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale, reach and raise again. And then with the exhale, lower. Now inhale, reach and raise one more time. Stay lifted like this. Gaze up high, stretch your left arm long. Keep pressing into your left foot. And just keep breathing. Take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring your left hand down. Left foot between your hands, low lunge. Now take it to the kneeling lunge. Right knee comes down, right foot flat behind. Hands to your hips. With an inhale, just bring your torso upright. Everything stacks to vertical from the right knee up, and your hips are still squared to the front. Now pushing your left foot, kick down into the right. And then we'll take this with a vertical twist. So with an inhale, reach your arms up high. And then with the exhale, left arm back, right arm forward, open up to the left side. Inhale back to center, reach us up high. Exhale, twist again, left arm back, right arm forward. Inhale to center, arms up high. Exhale one more time, left arm back, right arm forward, hold here. Now keep looking back over that left shoulder, keep the right arm reaching. Take a half bind, left arm behind your back, palm face away, draw that shoulder further back. And then start to lean back. Now press your hips forward, but bring that left elbow closer to your right heel. You're still looking over the left shoulder. Now let the right arm reach high, keep that right hip pressing forward, and keep the left foot grounded. Just breathe into this. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, both arms high. And then with the exhale, hands to your hips. Now lean forward to the left foot, tuck the toes to the right, and lift your right knee up off the floor. Find your high lunge stance. Now deep in the left knee, right leg towards straight, right hip forward, left hip back, your hips are still squared. Go ahead and reach both arms high. And again, keep that deep end left knee. We'll go back and forth from here to that reverse warrior. So drop the right heel, right hand to the right thigh, left arm reaches up and back, look up toward the ceiling. And then reach both arms high, lift your right heel and square your hips forward. Again like that, drop the right heel. Right hand to the right thigh, left arm up and back. And then both arms high, lift the right heel, turn forward. One more time, drop the right heel. Right hand to the right thigh, left arm up and back, look up and hold. Now stay low on that left hip. Keep your gaze high, keep reaching with the left arm and just breathe. Now with your next inhale, turn to center, both arms high, lift your right heel. And then bring your hands to your low back. Now find the grip that feels strange. Interlace the fingers, pull the palms together, draw your shoulders back and keep your chest open, opposite of the grip you had before. When you're ready, lean forward to that left foot, and let's take it in balancing as many steps as you need. Push in the left foot, lift the right foot up off the floor, and maybe stay at a more upright angle. Now if you want to take it deeper, keep hinging from that left hip, and bring your lifted body toward parallel with the floor. Keep your gaze forward and just keep breathing here. Now slowly put a little bend on the left knee. Bring yourself upright with your right knee high, still balancing. And then cross the right leg over the left in that figure-4. So go ahead, curl the toes, bring the ankle past the thigh, start to bend your left knee a little bit, maybe to stay upright and keep your chest open. If you want to go deeper, hinge from the hips, lead with your chest. Now you can fold this all the way over your crossed legs, maybe even press your knuckles toward the ceiling to stretch your shoulders, but take it to where you can, and just breathe here. All right, still balancing. Slowly bring yourself all the way upright with your right knee lifted. And then just set that foot down. With an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set your hands and let's step it back to high plank again. From your plank, take an inhale. And with the exhale, set your knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Bring your chin and chest down low. And then with an inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, draw your belly in, hips are patted down, dog. Take a moment to breathe here. We'll take the next sequence. So from your downward facing dog, inhale the right leg high behind you. With the exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, forward, knee to right elbow. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow again. Inhale your right leg high. Exhale, knee to right elbow one more time. Stay here, stay forward. Now keep your arms straight, but lower the right knee toward the wrist. Pull it up past the elbow. Down toward the wrist. And pull the knee up high. Down toward the wrist. Pull the knee up one more time, hold. And then set the right foot down, come into low lunge. Now from here to your horizon lunge, left hand is your base. So go ahead, roll to the outside edge of the left foot, slide the right foot back so you can set it flat, open to the right side. Let your hips sink down and let that right arm reach toward the back of the mat. Now straight up and down. With the inhale, reach us up and over, raise your hips. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, reach and raise again. And then exhale, lower. Inhale, reach and raise one more time, hold. Now keep looking up, stretch your right arm long, push into your right foot, and keep breathing. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, just bring the right hand down, step the right foot down between your hands, low lunge. And we're going to take this to a kneeling warrior too. So I want you to bring your left knee down, and then bring the left foot across the mat over to the right side. And I'm just turning for the camera here. So the right foot's flat. Everything stacks to vertical from the left knee up. And line this up so the right heel is basically in line with your left knee. Your hips are open toward the left side of the mat. Now you can take this further. Maybe walk that right foot further forward as long as you can keep that foot flat. Ground down into the right foot, kick into the left, and keep your hips pressing out to the side. Now go ahead, keep yourself upright, reach the arms out wide, and then take a half bind. Left arm behind your back, palm face away, draw that shoulder back. Open the right palm up toward the ceiling. And then ground down into the right foot as we take this back and forth. So with an inhale, reverse. Reach back, lean back, gaze up high, keep the right foot down. And then with the exhale, extend. Reach over that right leg and keep your left shoulder high. With the inhale, reverse this. Exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend. Now inhale, reverse one more time. Hold here. So keep the right arm reaching up and back. Pull your left shoulder back. And push down into your right foot, even as your hips are pressing out to the side. Now take an inhale. And with the exhale, release. Bring both hands down around your left knee. And then pushing your hands, come up onto both feet, and you're still facing the side of the mat. And we're going to bring this into a straddle stance. So feet wide, heels in, toes out. And try to set this up so you can have both legs straight. You can bend the knees if you need to. But walk this out, maybe wider, maybe narrow, whatever you like. And then come up onto your fingertips. Keep your core tense. And work to hold your body parallel to the floor. Reach the arms wide, right and left. Now we're going to go back and forth from here, twisting. So take an inhale. With the exhale, twist to the right. Left hand to the right ankle, right arm high. Inhale back to center, arms out wide. With the exhale, twist this left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist right again. Inhale back to center. And then with the exhale, twist left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist right one more time and hold. Now use that left hand, pull your belly down into your right thigh. Even if you got to bend the right knee to make that contact. Reach the right arm high and look up toward the ceiling. Keep breathing here. Now take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just bring both hands down to the floor. Now once your hands come down, we're going to change this into a horse stance. So bend into both knees. Bring your hips down low, thighs toward parallel with the floor. And then go ahead and walk your hands up onto your thighs and bring your torso upright. Now just move around side to side. It's just a wide-legged squat. And then when you're ready, keep your hips low, torso upright, reach the arms equally front to back. And let's take this as an eagle bind. It's going to be left arm under, right arm over, cross at the elbows, palms to touch thumbs with your face. Now, if it's too much to get your hands together, just reach the opposite shoulders and do what works. Either way, shoulders down, elbows up, squeeze your arms. Now, keep the hips low. We're going to go back and forth from here to balancing. So lean to the left side, put the weight to the left foot, lift your right heel. Keep leaning. Lift your right foot, keep the knees bent, keep your knees wide. And then set the right foot down your back in horse. Weight to the left foot, lean left. Lift your right leg, knees are lifted, knees are wide, hold here. And then bring the right foot back down. One more time, weight to the left foot, lean left. Lift your right leg, knees are wide. And then set that right foot down. Now look at your right foot. And then pivot on the heel, point the toes toward the front of the mat. Now put the weight to the right foot, lift your left heel, come forward with the left knee high, and then bring this into a figure-4. Now left ankle crosses over the right thigh, curl the toes. Keep the knee to the side, maybe just bend the right knee, sink down a little bit. Arms squeezing, shoulders down, elbows up. And if you want to take it deeper, you can hinge from the hips, maybe fold over your cross legs, and maybe bring the elbows down past that lifted shin. Just take things to where you can. All right, still balancing. Slowly, with an inhale, bring yourself upright with your left knee lifted. And then with the exhale, just release to standing. When you're ready, with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold this all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands and step it back to high plank. From your plank, take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back, bring your chin and chest down low. With the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms upward facing dog. Exhale, draw your belly in. Hips are patted down, dog. Now let's take all that to the other side. So when you're ready, with an inhale, raise your left leg high. And with the exhale, bring it forward, knee to chest, shoulders over wrists. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale forward, knee to left elbow. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow again. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, knee to left elbow one more time. Stay here and stay forward. And then lower that knee toward your wrist. Pull it up past the elbow. Down toward the wrist. And then pull the knee up high. Down toward the wrist. Pull the knee up one more time. And then set the left foot down between your hands. Low lunge. Am I facing the wrong way? I am. I'm going to turn this again. Now, from your low lunge to a horizon lunge, right hand's your base. Roll to the outside edge of the right foot. Slide your left foot back so you can set it flat. Sink your hips down low and reach that left arm toward the back of the mat. Now, one more time with this straight up and down. With the inhale, reach us up and over. Raise your hips. Exhale, sink back down. Inhale, reach and raise again. And then with the exhale, lower. Inhale, reach and raise one more time. Stay lifted here. Stay breathing. And then take an inhale. And with the exhale, bring both hands down, left foot between your hands, back to low lunge. And I'm turning myself around again. We're going to take that kneeling warrior two. So go ahead and bring the right knee down. And then hands, hips, bring yourself all the way to upright. So everything stacks from the right knee on up to vertical. The left foot comes to the side of the mat. Right foot goes over to the left side. Now, see that the left heel lines up with the right knee. You can always rock that left foot further forward, but keep it flat. And keep your hips pressing out to the side. Now, as you're upright, reach your arms out wide. And then take a half bind. Right on behind your back, palm face away. Pull that shoulder back and open up your left palm toward the ceiling. Ground down into the left foot. Let's take this back and forth. Inhale, reverse. Reach back, lean back, gaze up high. Exhale, extend it forward. Keep looking up. Inhale, reverse this. And then with the exhale, extend. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, extend forward one more time. Now inhale, reverse this and hold. Keep reaching that left arm up and back. Pull the right shoulder back. Press into your left foot. Keep your hips pressing out toward the side of the mat and just breathe. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, bring both hands down to the floor. Now press into your palms, come up onto both feet. And we're going to take that straddle stance, still open toward the right side of the mat. So heels in, toes out, both legs straight. You can go wide or narrow. And then come up onto the fingertips, engage your core. Keep your spine rigid and long, parallel to the floor. Reach your arms out wide. Now back and forth here, take an inhale. With the exhale, twist this to the right. Hold onto your left ankle with the right hand. Inhale, back to center, arms out wide. And with the exhale, twist right, left hand to the right ankle. Inhale, back to center, reach wide. Exhale, twist this left again. Inhale, left to center. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, back to center. With the exhale, twist left and hold. Now use the right hand, pull your torso into the left thigh. So touch your belly to the left thigh, even if you got to bend the left knee. Reach your left arm high, keep looking up toward the ceiling, and keep the twist, keep breathing here. All right, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Bring both hands down to the center of the mat. And then bend into both knees, and let's take that horse stance again. So bring your hips down low, thighs down toward parallel with the floor. And keep that wide-legged squat. Now crawl your hands up to your thighs, bring your torso upright. And still here, move around. Keep the knees wide, the hips stay low. Now when you're ready, just bring yourself up tall, reach your arms out wide. And let's take the eagle bind on this side. It's going to be right arm under, left arm over this time. Cross at the elbows, palms to touch, thumbs toward your face. Now you can reach with the shoulders if you need to. Do what works with the arms crossed. Shoulders down, elbows up, keep your arms squeezing. Now lean the weight over to the right side, lift your left heel. Keep leaning, lift your left leg, keep your knees bent, keep your knees wide. And then set your left foot down, back in horse. Weight to the right foot, lean right. Left leg lifts, knees are bent, knees are wide. And then set your left foot back down. One more time, weight to the right foot, lean right. Lift your left leg, knees are bent, knees are wide, hold here. And then bring that left foot down. Now look at your left foot. Pivot on the heel, point the toes to the front of the mat. Lift your right heel, square your hips forward. Come to standing with your right knee high. And then take the figure-4. Right ankle crosses over your left thigh. Now put a little bend in the left knee, keep the toes, the right foot curled. Keep your arms still squeezing. If you want to take it deeper, start to hinge from the hips. Maybe fold this forward over your cross legs. And maybe bring your elbows past that lifted shin. And just take things to where you can. Now still balancing here with an inhale. Go ahead, bring yourself up, right hands to your hips. Right knee lifted. And then go ahead, set the right foot down. When you're ready with an inhale, reach your arms up high. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, lift up halfway. And then with the exhale, set the hands. And let's step it back to high plank. From your plank, take an inhale. And with the exhale, set the knees down. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Bring your chin and chest down low. Now with the inhale, pull your chest forward, straighten the arms, upward facing dog. Exhale, draw your belly, hips up high to down dog. And just paddle out here. Now from your down dog, when you're ready, inhale the right leg high behind you. And bring that right leg forward, right knee behind the right wrist, right ankle somewhat behind the left. We're going to take half pigeon. Go ahead, bring the left knee down, flatten the left foot behind you. Pull the left hip forward and keep the hips squared to the front. Sink your weight straight down. Look for at least some of that stretch on the right side, outer right hip or toward the glutes. Now, I'm going to recommend you keep yourself upright. We're not going to be in this pose for too long. If you can take it further while you're lifted, maybe come up onto the fingertips. Maybe walk the hands a little bit further forward, but keep pulling your chest forward. Keep the gaze forward. Reach the crown of the head toward the ceiling. And keep that left hip pulling forward at the same time. Just breathe here. If you want to engage it further, curl the toes of the right foot, kick down into the floor. All right, now from here, just stay upright, but come down onto your palms. Maybe bring the hands in closer. But lower yourself to the right hip, swing your left leg forward. We're going to take a version of Janu Shasana. So left leg extended, right knee bent. Sole the right foot to your inner left thigh, as high up as you're comfortable with. And then sit this up tall and turn so that your chest is facing just inside your left leg. So we're not going to go around the left leg. We're going to go just inside. So go ahead, reach your arms up high. Take an inhale. And then with the exhale, come forward about halfway. Both hands come down inside your left leg. Now, press your low back forward. Keep your spine long. Try to find the arch in your back. Put a bend in your left knee for a moment here. And then bring both forearms down to the floor inside your left leg. Now, as you come down, you should be able to feel the inside of your left leg touching the side of your belly or touching the side of your ribs. And if you need to bend that knee more to make that happen, go ahead and do that. But dig into your left heel. Now, if you want to take this further, you can walk the hands further forward, keep your elbows down, pull your chest further forward. And if you can hold all that, maybe slide that left heel forward and straighten the leg further. But just breathe with us here. All right, and then when you're ready, just go ahead and lift the elbows, walk your hands back in. And once you're upright, go ahead, cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands, step back to down dog. And we're going to take all that on the other side. Now from your down dog, when you're ready, take an inhale, raise your left leg high. With the exhale, bring it forward, left knee behind your left wrist or ankle, somewhere behind the right. Bring the right knee down, flatten the right foot, pull the right hip forward, keep it in line with the left, and just sink your weight straight down. And again, I want you to try to keep this upright. Keep your hip squared with the right hip pulling forward. Now this may be enough, but if you can take it further, maybe walk the hands forward a little bit. See about lifting up onto the fingertips. Keep your chest pulling forward, top of the head reaching toward the ceiling. Keep the right hip pulling forward and keep breathing. All right, if your hands went forward, walk them back in. Lower yourself to your left hip, extend, and sweep the right leg forward. We'll take that Janu Shasana variation on this side. Right leg extended, left knee bent, sole the left foot to the inner right thigh. And again, sit this up tall and face your chest just inside the right leg. Now reach your arms up high, take an inhale. And then with the exhale, fold halfway down. Both hands come to the floor inside your right leg. Now, dig into the right heel, bend into the knee. And then slowly, go ahead, bring your elbows down to the mat. Bend the knee more if you need to. Press your low back forward, tip your pelvis forward into this fold. Now, touch the inner right thigh to the belly or to the ribs on the right side. And you can bend that knee more to make that happen. Maybe walk your hands further forward, but keep your elbows down. And if you can hold all this, maybe go further and press that right heel forward. And just take this to where you can. All right, and then slowly walk your hands back in, bring yourself upright. And when you're ready, just cross at the ankles, roll forward your hands, come into all fours. And then from all fours, we're actually going to take this into camel pose. So walk your knees forward to behind your wrists, and just keep the knees about hips width distance apart. Now, I always do this with my feet flat. You can tuck your toes if you prefer, but bring your hands to your hips and bring yourself upright. Everything vertical from the knees on up. Now, with your hands on your hips, squeeze your glutes and press your hips forward. And keep that light arc through the front of the body. So continuous from the knees all the way through to the shoulders. Now I'm going to recommend you bring your hands into heart center. There's other ways to do this pose. You can take another variation if you like. But hips forward, shoulders back, press into your feet. And then just slowly walk your gaze up the wall in front of you. Find the point of the ceiling that's directly above you. Check in. Hips still forward. Relax your shoulders toward the floor, and this might be good enough. Now if you want to take it further, you can keep walking gaze along the ceiling. Maybe look for the back wall. And if you want to take it further still, start to lift your elbows toward the ceiling, but still with the hips pressing forward, and keep breathing here. Now, if you want to take it even further, you can start to reach your arms behind you, but just take this to where you can control and keep your glutes squeezing. All right, slowly from here, walk your gaze along the ceiling, find the wall in front of you. Bring yourself all the way down to sitting on your heels. And just take a moment here to breathe and check in. And if you need to pause for longer, feel free if you're seeing spots. Now, if you're ready to move on from this, go ahead and lean over to the right side. Bring that right hip to the floor. Step your left foot forward. And we're going to take Lord of the Fishes. So that's going to be right heel outside the left hip. Left foot steps outside your right thigh. And just set this up so you can get both hip bones down to the mat in between your heels. Now, you can also do this with the right leg straightened out and the left leg crossed, keep in mind. But when you're ready, left hand sets behind you. Inhale the right arm high. And with the exhale, bring the right elbow down past your left thigh. Now, sit this up tall. Reach the crown of the head toward the ceiling. Look back over your left shoulder. Use your right arm, press into your left leg, and keep extending up as you're twisting. And just breathe here. All right, take a deep inhale. Now with the exhale, just release the twist. Bring both hands over to the right side for a moment. Lightly open your chest to the right. And then go ahead, turn back to center when you're ready. Set the hands down behind you, uncross your legs, and take it the other way. Left heel outside the right hip, right foot steps down outside your left thigh. And you can also extend the left leg forward. Now just sit yourself upright, both hip bones down. When you're ready, right hand sets behind you. Inhale your left arm high. And then with the exhale, move into the twist on this side. Left elbow past the right thigh. Now again, sit this up tall. Crown of the head up toward the ceiling. Look back over the right shoulder. Use your left arm, press into the right leg, and keep breathing into this as you're twisting. All right, take a deep inhale. And then with the exhale, just release. Bring both hands over to your left side. Lightly open up your chest to the left. And then go turn back to center. Hands behind you. Lean back. Untangle the legs. Come all the way down onto your back. And then once you're down, pull your knees into your chest and just squeeze everything in tight for a moment. Let's take this into happy baby. When you're ready, reach between the knees. Take hold of the outside edges of your feet. And then stack your ankles above your knees. Pull down on both sides. Now draw the knees down toward the floor outside your ribs and press your feet back up into your hands at the same time. Keep the tension working both up and down. Now try to flatten out your spine, sink your tailbone down low to the floor. And if you want to take it further, you can rock a little bit side to side. Further still, you can extend your legs out against your grip. And then finally, from wherever you are, take a deep inhale here. Draw it down as much as you can. And with the exhale, just release. Extend your legs out fully. Lay your arms at your sides. Open up your palms toward the ceiling. And then just let your eyes close here and let your body settle down into the mat. And then let yourself move again here when you're ready. Fingers and toes. Arms and legs. Stretch it out long. Take a deep inhale. Reach your arms out past your head. And then pull back in. Bring your elbows toward your chest. Draw your knees up as well. And just take your time. Find your way up to a comfortable seat. Then ground yourself into the mat, stack your spine. Bring your hands up to heart center. Take a deep inhale here, hold on to it at the top. And then just let everything go. I thank you for joining class. Namaste.